Welcome to MTownTonight.com, the Memphis Late Night Talk Show, your source for entertainment and helpful information with your host, Mr. Darnay. MTownTonight.com.
Well, good evening to you. Once again, I return. I am your host, Mr. Darnay, and this is MTownTonight.com Thursday Night Live. And we're kicking it hard as we always do. I'd like to say to you, those of you that have made it through the day and to this evening to tune in with me, I say to you, good evening as I always do. We're going to sit back and have some fun tonight and talk about something that is really important to everybody, and that's birthdays. Considering the fact that we just celebrated the birthday and independence of the United States of America, 4th of July. We'll talk about that briefly, but more importantly, we'll talk about our own birthday and how important celebrating our own birthday is and what our birthday really, really means to us as individuals, and how some of us are really, really not taking that serious enough so that it can actually make a change in our life based on just how we perceive our birthdays and how we deal with our birthdays. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But right now, sit back for a minute and unwind while we listen to one of the hot tracks from Black Syndicate Entertainment right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Feel free to go to my website, www.mtowntonight.com. Get that information. Get with those guys about song concepts, hooks, songwriting, just basic production. Anything you name it, if you're talking about bumping, get with them. I guarantee you they'll get you something hot. So sit back and relax and listen to the track, and I'll be with you in a little bit. Sit back. All right. Woo! Thursday, July the 6th, 2017. 2 days removed from the 4th of July. I hope we all had a safe and festive 4th of July with the fireworks and the traditional barbecue and so forth. And I hope everybody really had a good time and practice safety when it comes to dealing with these fireworks and things. Over the last few days, couple of days here, I've talked with some kids, and they were talking about how they were having fun with the fireworks and holding the bottle rockets in their hands and the firecrackers and stuff. And let me tell you something. I was a kid at one point in time, and there was nothing more that I loved to do on the 4th of July was to try to hold a M70 firecracker or a basic pack of firecrackers in my hand, light them and hold them until the very last minute. But fortunate for me, but unfortunate for others that I know and saw personally, it doesn't turn out well. It doesn't turn out well. Those fireworks can really, really do some damage if they explode in your child's hand or in your hand for that matter. So parents, please, uncles and aunts, please, no matter how bad they want to do it. Hey, I understand the holding the Roman candle and letting it shoot off into the sky, but at the end of the day, it's just not safe. It's just not safe. So next coming forth, keep that in mind. You know, as much as they may ask, um, get them to understand your safety is much more important than your fun, and that be the truth. So as I said, we're celebrating the as a country the 4th of July birthday. You want to call it that? Um, I thought that it would be appropriate to talk about birthdays as human beings. Before I get to that, I want to jump back to as I explained last week. We had Judge Joe Brown here as a guest, personally here as a guest, and we actually did a 2-hour session interview. And I had to actually break that video down into two parts, roughly an hour apiece. I've gotten so much good feedback from that interview. I like to say, for those of you that took the time to take a look at it, thank you. I appreciate your time that you spent looking at the video. Pardon me. Part 2 is available now on the website at www.mtowntonight.com. You can go there and look at the other part too. And basically, we just talked about everything that he has his hand in, going all the way back to the James Earl Ray case. Um, uh, Child support issues that dealing with downtown in the juvenile court system, his running in the election against Amy Weinrich, what went wrong there, and what was the issue of him not winning there. Um, Celebrity status now with regards to what he's going to do pertaining to the future. And he wants to come back and he wants to talk some more. And there are some other things that are even more important to discuss about what's going on here in the city. He has a pulse on the city. He truly does have a pulse on the city. Um, per his words, he has very few allies to stand with him, to stand for what he classifies, and some others classify that may not be willing enough to just stand about these principles. There are some things that really could be done and need to be done in order to straighten out our city, juvenile court in particular. Um, a very harsh words for juvenile court. He briefly explained that what we thought was a stunt in juvenile court was not a stunt. It was him actually standing for the rights of a particular in a case that was just way out of proportion. Being him and who he is, naturally it got blown way out of proportion. But it's something that happens in courtrooms every day with attorneys and judges. So it was just something blown out of proportion based on what he said. I'd be willing to believe that. And we're going to try to get him back. We're definitely going to get him back and try to get back into his head and talk some legal things about what we can do legally to protect ourselves and put ourselves in a position to keep from getting caught up in these different types of webs that are out here for us to make the bad decision, make the wrong move, and get caught up and be caught up for years and years of legal court time and all that other stuff. So just stay tuned with us, and we're gonna get him back. Getting back to the birthday. Now, I myself just recently celebrated a birthday the latter part of June. So I can say I'm a person that loves his birthday. Um, I don't monetize my birthday. And what I mean by that is I don't look at it as a day of what I'm going to get from everybody or anybody, how much money I'm going to accumulate. As we do sometimes as people, I'm gonna get at least $300 on my birthday or blah, blah, blah. I don't monetize my birthday that way. And I didn't always think the way that I'm getting ready to speak about, but it took me some growth and development mentally and as a man and an individual to realize this. Your birthday is the day that you were born. We know that. That's a very special day. You experienced that day coming into this world. And fortunately, up until this point, you've lived and gone through birthdays until your current age as it is now. Well, most of us have been tuned into thinking about the new year as being January 1st, the new year of the 12-month cycle. Um, that's not the way we should look at it. We should be looking at it as your birthday being your new year. The new year that you were given to see, being blessed to see, to have another year under your notch. If you were 25 and your birthday just passed, or for those of you that had a birthday today, happy birthday to you. You have the opportunity to have gotten another year, 1 year older than you were last year. And a lot of stuff has happened between those 365 days. That's your beginning of your new year. It should be looked at that way, I think. And I'll explain why. Because everybody can remember, whether bad or good, everybody can remember what they were doing, where they were, what was going on the last birthday. Everybody can. And if you can remember where you were, what was going on, and what you were doing the last birthday, then you should, and you come all the way full circle to today, your birthday. You've got a lot of stuff to look at and analyze. You've got 365 days to analyze what was going on. You have the opportunity to see whether or not you are further than you were your last birthday. Have you fallen back from where you were your last birthday? Were there things that you had planned to get accomplished by this birthday that you didn't accomplish, or you did accomplish and either you fell short some or you accomplished them all? If you did, congratulations. But you've got a lot to look at from birthday to birthday. Self-analyzation of yourself and your circumstances, your situation. That's your new year. And that's the way you should look at it. If you're fortunate enough to receive gifts, as we all are, for their birthday and our birthday, fine. Be appreciative and understand. Hey, that's a part of it. But personally, you should be looking at it as a fresh start for a life that has been given you were given another year. Now here you are. Where were you a year ago, your last birthday? If you've excelled, you've gained some ground, congratulate yourself. And that's a reason to celebrate as well on your birthday. I remember when I was here, now I'm here. I'm further up here. That's the reason to celebrate. You celebrate that too as well. If you look at your birthday and you realize that you were falling back or not doing as well as you thought you should be, it's not a reason to be down about it. No, because it's still your birthday. That's still a reason for celebration. However, looking at your circumstances, you're not where you thought you'd be. You find out why by looking at it and analyzing it, and you get yourself in the mindset to move forward, and you make the plans to move forward, so that by your next birthday, which is your new year again, you can have these goals accomplished. You can have them accomplished. I don't see any other way to look at it, quite frankly. When I realized that, I was like, wow, I should have been looking at it that. And my personal experience and people that I've shared this thought concept with have told me, and I believe them, that things have changed for them to the degree to where they can actually see progress now, because they're using a date that they really, really take personally, their birthday, not January the 1st or October the 1st, like some companies, depending on the taxes. A lot of them started January the 1st of the new year. Depending on the company or corporation or whatever determines its fiscal year. But we're talking about personally here. Birth date to birth date. As the old saying goes, from the birth date to the death date, nothing matters but the dash in the middle. So we're speaking about the dash between your previous birthday last year and this year. That's what's important, not the monetary side of what you're going to get. We're all going to celebrate our birthday. Have a different mindset about it. There should be goals set on your birthday. Your birthday is a very important day for your growth and development, not just as your age, but mentally as well. What are you going to do? How are you going to do things better so that the next birthday that comes around, if you're blessed to have it, you'll have some things to work toward and strive, which gives you more structure, something more to be grounded about. I've got goals. Today's my birthday. I want to be able to do this and that and have this done and this taken care of by my next birthday. Sounds great to me. Sounds good to me. It works for me. It works for those I've shared it with. And it costs you nothing. Just a change in your thinking. Just a change in your thinking. We have to realize the importance of this day. As much individualism is going on now with iPods and iPads and at one time MySpace and Facebook and all of these different things designed to really make us individualistic. Everybody's in their own world. Everybody's got a headset on, listening to their theme music in their world. Well, do that about your birthday. Get in depth about your birthday with yourself. Analyze yourself on your birthday. Get down into the thick of things about your birthday. It's a true measure of your growth and development from one date to the next. You'll never forget your birthday. You'll never forget where you were and what you were doing on your birthday in most cases. Very important day. The most important day of your life outside of the birth of your children, and all of this comes after your birthday, because if you're a mother and father, your children's birth definitely comes after your birthday. So your birthday is still paramount, not to take the importance away from your children or siblings. But we've got to start thinking this way. This also helps us to think more prosperous about our future. We can make goals, set goals and objectives. And by it being on your birthday, it's extremely personal, because the last person outside of your family members that you want to let down is yourself. So one would think that if you are setting goals and objectives on your birthday, you've realized from this birthday to the previous, things could have been better. You could have done better. You could have made better decisions here or there. No regrets, but better decisions. You could have made better moves, done a little bit more research, sacrificed a little bit more personal time for your growth and development. You'll do that between now and your next birthday. If you adopt this mindset, I am here to say to you, things will change for you. Your situation can and will get better for you. Take you personally, I mean seriously, think about your last birthday. What were you doing? Were you comfortable in that state of mind and condition last birthday? If you were not, and you are where you are now, are you further back or are you further ahead? If you're further ahead, how can you solidify yourself to stay there throughout your next birthday? If you're not ahead and you need to get back to square one, or you need to slightly get ahead to get a stronghold so that you can really move forward, what can you do to make yourself propel forward to get back to square one, if that's where you need to be and that's where you are this birthday? You're barely you're barely getting back to where you need to be. Make a commitment to yourself this birthday that by next birthday, these things will be in order. That's your day. That's your day of planning. Your birthday, that's a reason to drink a shot of something. Smoke something if that's what you want to do. Both. That day is the day. More so than Christmas, more so than Thanksgiving, more so than the 4th of July, more so than New Year's, Valentine's Day, Groundhog Day, or any other damn day they want to celebrate. Your birthday has the true meaning. We have to treat it that way. It's not about selfishness. I'm not saying being selfish on your birthday. No. All I'm saying is demonetize your birthday. Stop looking for this or expecting this and that. Get in here, get up here, and say to yourself, hey, where was I 365 days ago? Really look at it. Am I where I need to be? Have I done everything that I could do to get to where I need to be now? If the answer is no, be real with yourself and say, well, hell, damn it, I've got to get here. What do I need to do? These are definite plans that you make on your birthday, goals that you set for the next birthday. That gives life meaning, some meaning for certain. It's not all about you, of course. But if you make you a better you, then it benefits everybody around you. And that's your purpose in life, is to be the best you can be so that everybody else around you can benefit from that. And if they do the same, what a world we live in. We've got to start changing our thought process on how we think about things. Everything is not regarding money, despite what you hear. Because you've got people with millions of dollars that are miserable. I personally don't understand how, to a certain extent. But still, they're miserable because the simple things in life, somewhere they're missing. And they're putting the emphasis on the wrong things. And that's why sometimes the results are what they are with these people, even death. It's not that serious. As a human being, we have to make good decisions as best we can, do the research that we need to do to make good decisions, to have a good future. That's planning your destiny as best you can. Things that you can't control, you don't concern yourself with that much. You try to understand them and deal with them the best you can, the outcome results. If you can alter them, you do that. If you can't, deal with it the best you can. No matter what you're dealing with, it's all about how you view it and how your mindset in dealing with it. Birthdays are damn sure should be top priority. It's not about putting the money on your chest and hoping people add to that. That's the fun part of your birthday. Yeah, of course, enjoy that. No, I'm not saying you don't do that. But the picture is much bigger than that. Find some time during the day to dedicate to yourself your analyzation about what in the hell you've been doing for the past 365 days. If you can honestly give yourself a grade A, salute to you and keep up the good work. If you, like most of us, have fallen short here and there, look at what it is, find a way to fix it, make the next birthday that designated day where you will know that these things have been accomplished, or even before that, and move on. And that's what birthdays are all about. They're to be celebrated, of course they are. They're to be celebrated, but they're also to be used for growth and development. You've acquired another year of life. That means something. It means everything. You owe it to yourself on that day, despite all of the drinking and smoking that you're going to do. I'm talking about clear, conscious thinking. Not when you get stoned, blitzed out, wasted. Take some time with a clear mind. Sit back and think about your birthday. Where you are. Where are you in relation to where you thought you'd be? If you're farther than you thought, once again, congratulate yourself. Have fun. If you're falling a little short, or short to the extreme of basically not getting anything done, well, you know what you need to do. People make New Year's resolutions and I'm going to lose this and I'm going to find that and I'm going to do better here. Blah, 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 blah. January, because when January the 2nd comes, damn it, you don't give a damn about January the 1st because you're still drunk. Your birthday, that means something. That's why I say take the time out of your birthday. Give a little Give a little time to yourself to say, hey, we made it through another year. Last year I was this. Here this year I'm that. I'm doing okay. I did this to keep up with that, to make sure that this is that. So I'll keep doing this to keep getting that. Keep rolling. Nothing wrong with patting yourself on the back for a good job. Nothing wrong with that. If you look at yourself and you say, "Hey, I fell short right here, man. Whatever the case may be, I fell short there. I'll do better. I'll work smarter. If necessary, I'll work harder. And I'll get to this point where I need to be by my next birthday. And then I can benefit from that, and then those around me will benefit from that." That's the mindset you're supposed to be in with regards to your birthday. There's no way, I mean, I really don't see any other way to look at it. I really don't. The astrology, astrology is one of those things. Well, when we read it, if it's something that we like, well, yay, well, they know what they're talking about. If it's something that we read and they have us totally screwed up, we say the hell with it. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. It can be here or there. Your birthday is what it is. It's this day all the time. And sometimes we all are fortunate enough to run into people that are born on our birthday. Instantaneously, in most cases, when you run into someone that is born on the same day that you were born on, you all just click. You were born on the 15th too? Whoa, what's happening? What's up? What's going on? It's just human nature. You truthfully have something in common. Regardless of the year. They could be born in 1975. You could be born in 1987. It's still the same day, the same month. You're cool. I'm cool. We're cool. Very few things connect us as human beings like that. Outside of the natural two eyes, two noses, here and there. You know what I mean. On that level, that really connects two people in a quickly in a cool type of way. We've got something in common. I was born on this day too. We both could celebrate this. We look forward to that. We have months of June birthday clubs and July birthday clubs and so forth, and we enjoy this type of social activity with each other. That strengthens my point about how important your birthday is. I just want us to be able to look at it from a different perspective so we can understand that it has more meaning than just going out and having a good time, or how much money I'm going to get, or where I'm going, as far as vacation. All of those things come with a birthday, true. Hey, we do them. But even in the midst of being on that trip that you want to go on, or getting that money that you're expecting, think about the importance of that day. Where are you? And where are you in relation to where you know you should be? If you're short of that, what should you do to get there and do what is required to get there? If you're falling, if you're already ahead, keep up the good work by doing the things that got you there. Being able to know where you are and where you stand and setting goals and objectives for your next birthday can be a birthday present to yourself if you look at it. You can get to really know yourself if you look at it that way. Be open-minded enough to see what I'm saying. It's nothing, I'm not saying it's anything in the stratosphere of not being able to be understood, but hear me out. Look at your birthday. Truly look at it, not in a selfish way, but in a personal way. It's the most important day of your life. And every year that you get on this planet to live and have lived another year, you deserve, or I should say, you are owed, you owe life. You sitting down and analyzing where you are the past 365 days, because we all know in the midst of a year, When you have your birthday, one thing that we all think back on is who's passed on, who didn't live to see your birthday. We hear a lot of times when people unfortunately pass away, however, well, they were 2 weeks from celebrating their 35th birthday, or she was 1 month from celebrating her 23rd birthday, or whatever the case may be. That's how important it is. We have to take our birthdays that serious. That serious. If you take it that serious to the degree to where you analyze those 365 days, the dash between birthdays, if you will, you'd be surprised what you find out about yourself, what you find out about people around you. You'd be surprised the overwhelming amount of information you can get in that dash from birthday to birthday. There's some growth and development that can be gotten there, that can be learned from that if you're willing to be open-minded enough to see it that way. Monetizing our birthdays, to the degree of what we expect, that's a bad habit. We've got that as a bad habit, just being human beings and um, and thinking about self, what we're gonna get. How better can I be as a human being, as a person, as a father, mother, sister, brother, co-worker, boss, entrepreneur? All of that can be thought about on your birthday. And it will benefit those around you because you're trying to be a better you. And if most of us spent time trying to be better people, there's less time for bullshit. Excuse my language, but I had to say it. We have to take take advantage of the fact that if you've lived to see another birthday, you owe life at the least time to say thank you, analyze that year, find out where you went wrong if you did. If you didn't, congratulate yourself and push forward and move hard and work hard and smart and do the things you did to get yourself propelled past your goals and expectations of yourself, if that's the case. But it's all about your birthday. What's important? Your birthday. We all take birthdays personally because, when we were kids, our parents most of our parents made big deals out of our birthdays with parties and different things, as parents do. And we get that from it. And you look for gifts. People, what are you going to give me for my birthday? Or you tell people what you're going to get what they can get you for your birthday. And they ask you, a lot of people. I mean, there's different ways that these things take place, And I'm not knocking that. All I'm saying is that in that way, a lot of us have lost the true value of what your birthday is. And that's what I'm saying. We need to get back to that. If we get back to that and we follow that type of philosophy, that's no particular philosophy of any particular individual I've read or studied. That's just me. If some are the same, hey, cool. All I know is that thought process has benefited me, people that I've shared it with, that have told me personally, hey, in just rearranging my thought process about how I look at my birthday, I really, really see throughout my year what's going on. What I get an opportunity to really look at things and analyze them, not overanalyze them, but just to think back and reflect. And that's what we all do on our birthday. I'm just saying, take it a little bit more seriously. All of us reflect back on where we were and what we were doing. I know we do. I'm sure we do. I'm just saying, just a little bit more seriously. That's what's needed. That's what's needed in a lot of our cases to kind of give us that edge and push we need to keep moving forward. Seeing that we were here, but now we're here, and Good, smart decision making is what got us here. A little luck too. But luck can also be manufactured or created. That's something we'll talk about down the road. It's good to have some luck your way. But luck, you play a big part of your luck. So when it comes to birthdays, that's something that's genuine. That's yours. And it's mandatory that you take the time of that day, out of that day, and reflect on yourself. Reflect on what you have done, haven't done, are going through, don't want to go through anymore. Whatever the situation, that's the time where you set yourself free. You set yourself free by all of the negativity that you feel that you have gone through. If you've gone through some negativity, this is the opportunity for you to say, well, you know what, damn it, I'm not going through that this year. I'm 35, I'm 42, I'm 58, I'm 62, I'm 66, I'm 19. I'm not going through this year. No, 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 no. So I will do what is required for me to alleviate that negativity out of my life now. My next birthday, I won't have to concern myself with this. I won't be concerned with this. That's personal. Nobody has any other play in that. January 1st is just some stuff everybody Happy New Year. Your birthday, that's your new year. Treat it as such. It will reward you. This thought process will reward you. I can guarantee that if you think this way, it'll give rise to you being able to do things a little bit more concrete. That's what I guarantee. I guarantee that you will, if you think this way about your birthday and start treating your birthday this way, I guarantee that if you look at it and accept it, you will see some areas in your life where you need to change some things. But that doesn't make you a bad person. Just means that you've seen a flaw in your program, in how you are doing things, that is not allowing you to move forward. And you remove that, you eliminate that, step toward progress. That's what birthday is all about. Being here another year. Given the opportunity to see another year. Excuse me 1 second. A man whose word that I trust told me one particular time that every day you're born, you're blessed with an opportunity to get what you want to get done. At the same time, one less day to do it in. Meaning, hey, when you wake up in the morning, that's your shot, man. That's your chance to get at it. At the same time, could be your last day. At the same time. So, when you come across your birthday, when your birthday comes around and you get all hyped and pumped up, as we all do and should, think back and have that part of your mind reserved, ready to get that real self-analyzation about the last 365 days, dash, as we call it, between birthday to birthday. What has been going on? Have you been doing everything that you can do as a human being to forward your progress? If you have not, what are you going to do? When are you going to do it? Have that mindset about your birthday. And the birthday of, if you're parents and you have children, let children enjoy their birthday. Of course, they have nothing to reflect on. Their little minds are what they are. So I'm not talking about dealing with this with an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old. When you get into the teenage age, hey, you're 13, 14 and such, it's time to start looking back and reflecting. How are you doing in school? These things are important on your birthday. Self-analyzation on your birthday. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Sitting your ass down somewhere at a certain part of the day before you get all your festivities going. Sitting down, being thankful for being here, and as a payment for being here, taking the time out to say, what in the hell is going on with me? And once you do that work for yourself, it's only gonna benefit you. It's not gonna hurt you. You're not losing it all doing it. Once you do that, go celebrate. Taking that little bit amount of time to crunch down and look at yourself from birthday to birthday, it can do wonders for you. It has helped me. It has helped me. I accomplish goals better. I have a better outlook on year things, annual things, because I see an opportunity to get them done. I do what is required. Things that I can't control that have hindered me from accomplishing goals, I don't look at them in a way of failure. I realize that that may be something that I can work on for my next birthday while I do my research to find out why I can't accomplish the goal right now. It helps me to be able to stay in line with goals and objectives that I have for my family. Because those goals, for me, I'm a summer baby. So my goals from birthday to birthday have to do with vacations and being out of school and so forth. Maybe yours does too. In the winter, maybe your birthday is in the winter, where you could think about your birthday falling right around Christmas and how you need to be for Christmas and whether you need to step up your game or whatever the case may be. But that's the way you need to look at it. I say, my opinion, but I can say with confidence and sincerity that people that I've shared this concept with have done better, have accomplished more goals and objectives, from the simplest to the complex. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. July 6, 2017, www.mtowntonight.com. We've received a lot of feedback on the video vault on the website, different videos of different topics. We will always have these different topics on Thursday nights, as I've said in the past. If you have a particular topic that you would like for me to discuss or just my opinion on it, feel free to email me at mtowntonight@gmail.com. That's mtowntonight@gmail.com. And what we normally do once a month is we pick 3 emails that are of certain information, or I should say, the most interesting of those, um, and we discuss them, and I talk about them and so forth. So please send me an email. I get tons of email now. I read it all. I won't say that I can respond to it all. The negative emails that I receive regarding what I do and other little silly crap that people talk about, the plate on the wall. Hey, find something else to watch. I'm here talking about helping people and helping people feel better about themselves and doing better and finding ways out of no ways of getting things done. And if you have a problem with that, if you look at my videos and you truthfully have a problem with a man sharing his experiences as well as experiences of other people that have been beneficial to him and he's bringing them to the table, if you have a problem with that, do yourself a favor. Don't watch. I'm not going to send back nasty emails. I'm not going to even mention your name on my show. You won't get that satisfaction, sir. I'll give you the satisfaction of knowing that I read it and give you the satisfaction of knowing that I deleted it. Outside of that, you know, I'll read it. That's all. For those positive people that have been sending positive information to me, let me say to you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. My objective here is not to sit here in front of you and act as if I'm better than you or more than you. That's not the case. I am you. I go through struggles and problems daily, weekly, monthly, annually, like all of us do. I just have a different way of dealing with them. I compartmentalize them. I don't let them ruin my life. I don't let them ruin my family. No bill will ruin my family. That's all I'm bringing to the table. Helping people to understand that, hey, the bigger picture is you and who you love. And hopefully we're trying to make that group grow in this city that they say love can't be had in anymore. We're just savages and different things, the way that they talk about us nationwide. I don't like that outlook of our city. I grew up in this city. I went to school in this city. I live in this city. I love this city. And I'm going to do my part as best I can to change the perception of Memphians in this city and abroad, nationwide and further. They don't know us. They think they do. We're going to show them a different picture. We're going to show them something different. My name is Mr. Darnay. I thank you all for tuning in tonight. And remember, the most important day of your life has and always will be your birthday. Until next time, tune in to us Tuesday night when we'll be talking about Talking Tuesdays. And Talking Tuesdays is a wide open day. There's anything that I may discuss. I may look through the emails and just pick one out of the blue and just talk about something. I don't know. It just depends on what happens between now and Monday. So until then, I love you all. I appreciate you checking in and tuning in with me. I love you. I love my city. And until next time, let's do everything we can to do better and be better. Mr. Darnay.